Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to The Doom of All Mankind, starring you, mankind. I'm your host, Doom. I do hope you'll enjoy this evening. I guess not really evening, is it? This day, I suppose? Oh. Yes. Stupid thing. Alright, so let's try not to kill anybody this time. I know it's going to be really hard, as everyone's desperate to die, apparently, but just this once. Just this once, we're going to try not to kill anybody.
Our therapy has thinned their numbers.
Hey, Anthony.
Have you searched this one's corpse?
Not yet. Brother Cardoza will want to...
Who's there?
Oh, crap. Sorry, I was fixing my mouse. And I didn't actually mean to swing there. Hey, Swanto. Alright, where'd they go? Damn it.
We're out here. Let's see.
Oh, this is gonna be perfect if I could pull this off.
We will burn a bright light. That was a rat. It was a fat one.
Don't worry, it was a very, very fat rat. As you can see. As you know, the rats here in the ocularatory are very, very fat. Oh, who was that? Just some guy over there. Okay. Hi, Leander. Or should I say, Mudsdale Express. You voted for Pokemon, right? Right, Leander? Oh, how's it going with the thesis? Okay, so... Oh, it's down there. Oh, gosh darn it. Hey, Chief Entropist. Welcome back. Oh, yeah, let's do a little scouting really quick here. What do we got? What do we got? Overseer, Overseer. Is that it? It's not too bad. Come on. Come on, you know you want to. Oh, I know what I'll do.
Someone
What
there.
was that?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There we go. We're good. We're good. What's it on, if you don't mind sharing,
Let's see.
Leander?
What was it?
Okay, so he's going over there, which is actually perfect, because that means grab.
I wonder who that was.
It wasn't anyone. Shh, it's okay. It's okay. There's no one here. You are safe. You are doing the good work that is intended of you. I'll admit several aspects of it have got me interested, Leander, and I do have to admit I'm a little more positively inclined towards the story than I should be, because there's always something satisfying about having a theory about a story and then being proven right. You know what I mean? Or maybe you don't know what I mean, I don't know. But it's something that's a thing for me. It's like, oh man, I wonder if such and such and such and such. And then a later game comes out and it's like, hey, such and such and such and such. It's like, oh yes, I knew it! You know? I actually have had that with Kingdom Hearts more than once. Okay, whoop. He's coming this way. Hey, Takoida, and hey, Chocolate Rob. It's okay, there's a solution. All you need to do is watch the Babylon 5 episodes while watching my ruminations on them. Please watch my ruminations on them. They get, like, no views. Okay. So, is everyone in chat who is currently here prepared to make fun of me? Because I'm going to admit something. A video game confession, if you will. Ooh, hello, what's that? Meh. he's over there. So, I forgot that I can attack, like, a wall or whatever as a way to distract people. Until just now when I did it by accident while trying to reset the mouse.
But you're not supposed to be here!
Crap, I haven't saved for a bit. So, that's a tool in my arsenal that I've kind of forgotten exists. And I haven't really been using. I also feel like I forgot that in Dishonored 2 as well, but whatever. Okay, where are we at? Oh, jeez, this is way back here. But yeah, whacking stone walls, that didn't even occur to me until I did it by accident. Might as well mark all 4 while I'm here. Speaking of tools in my arsenal I don't use, so... Where are they? So that's a tool that I haven't really been using. It's a little loud, but you know. Gotcha, Leander. Interesting. I wonder... There's also grenades, but those are kind of kill things. And grenades, that's a kill. That's a kill. Wait, that says non-lethal.
A stream of untruth. The echoes of lies come back as
Is that a grenade?
Okay, I didn't get to see what happened. He just vanished.
Come on, I don't have time for games.
Oh, looks like it knocked him out. So, gas grenades, in other words. Okay. You heard him, guys. He doesn't have time for games. Alright, what do we got here? 43 crates of arcane recipes, heretical studies, spells, ritual, kept by blasphemous notes, vials of potions, salves, herbs, and roots shipped to the abbey, human hair, body parts, and bones burned, shawls burned, altar burned, child's doll burned, amulets and ruins shipped to the abbey, notebooks and personal diaries shipped to the abbey, scrying glasses burned, various devices for self-gratification burned, children's teeth and fingernail, ew, burned, ash tree burned, candles, incense, bells, assorted ritual items burned.
Sister Rosewind is keeping documents in the curator's office. I need to find them.
Oops, damn it, and I lost the mouse again. There we go. What note, Henson? To which are you referring? Explain thyself, or be destroyed forever. It was moving? Hang on. I already saved, so if I get caught going back to figure out what the hell he's talking about. Oh, you mean the slight motion in the background. Oh, I can understand. I can explain that super easily. You notice I don't have a static image behind me, nor do I ever when it comes to my backgrounds. Actually, I think I'm going to replace this background today. It's not looking as good shrunk as I thought it would. Let's go with the other new one I got. This one. There we go. There we go. Anyways, the human eye, human vision when it comes to everything. I don't know if this is recent or not, but in modern times, if you are looking at a static image, something about it will look off or wrong, and it will look kind of unusual. The eye is more attracted to things that move naturally because it's easier for your mind to process that as a real thing. Whereas when you see a static image, your mind automatically processes that as a fake thing. Make sense? So when it comes to visual presentation, most people in terms of visual design or directing or whatever will tell you you need to have some kind of motion in the background or some kind of motion involved so that the eye doesn't go when it's watching it. A lot of games do this. So that explains that. Movies do that too. Books, obviously don't, but television is what I meant to say, not books, do that as well. I'm amused because I didn't even notice until you pointed it out. Okay, so I'm going to challenge myself, thanks to the entire population of Rome, aka Absurdity. I'm going to go ahead and try not to use the scan site for the rest of this mission. Just that one. I'll freely use my other powers, but not the scan site.
Are we not brothers?
Now, there's a couple of reasons for doing this. One is obviously just to challenge myself, but the other is because a game with truly good sound design, like Dishonored 2, for example, or the original Thief games, will allow you to not need those kind of tools to be able to tell where the enemy is. No time shenanigans and no retcon. Would you believe we don't know the 100% answer why yet, Leander? All we know is that the Outsider did it, but we're not even 100% sure what's going on with that. So... Alright. Yeah, it's another thing. In fact, actually, this goes back to Metroid. You remember we were talking during the AM2R thing where visual distinction in design will lead the player naturally towards finding things rather than relying on a scan pulse, for example.
Have you ever encountered one of our blind sisters before, Brother Cirillo? It is very rare indeed for them to journey beyond their chapels. I only saw them once before, during the Feast of Painted Kettles by the end of Dunwall's Rat Plague.
No, I have not. This is the first time. If I may ask, brother, why are they here with us? Surely we can manage these heretics ourselves.
Sister Rosewind personally called for an investigation into this place, and in her wisdom brought our sisters to aid in this mission. Remember, brother, their visions see beyond what you or I may understand in the present. Their prophecies guide the Abbey, and their pronouncements guide you.
Yes, of course you are correct. I will be wary of the errant mind.
See that you do.
In which game, Dakota? Not that I'm disputing it, I'm just curious which game it was that I was screwing up on. Where's the other one? Where's the other one? Okay, that's bad. Screw it. No. Yeah, I know, right, Dakota? You've got incense chandelier things. What was the tunnel I missed? Remind me. I'm not disputing it, I just don't remember.
There's only one way to save the Abbey. Every man, and these people got to listen, they never do.
Hey, let him go!
Hey, Darth Tyrant. Thank you. This is actually a recent one. It's one we were scouting out on camera during a stream once. It's the lighthouse, if you remember that.
Have you ever encountered one of our blind sisters before, Brother Cirillo? It is very rare indeed for them to journey beyond their chapels. I only saw them once before, during the Feast of Painted Kettles by the end of Dunwall's Rat Plague.
Come on.
Hey, what happened here?
Nothing. You saw nothing. God, it takes so long to not kill people. And your lives aren't even worth sparing. Sorry. Just saying, their lives are meaningless.
Where are you hiding?
Why would I be hiding anywhere when I could be grabbing? Look, I'm just saying, Darth Tyrant, that I wish it was quicker to not kill people. Is that so much to ask? Here, have fun with your buddy. That's funny. Okay. After Dishonored 2, an unknown period of time, but I'd say a bare minimum of a month, based on the fact that Emily Corwin is already, or Emily Caldwin, excuse me, is already doing her, like, new Imperial procedures and, you know, all that fun stuff. And has actually sent a bunch of money to Billy in gratitude for her aid, which Billy did not want to accept. Go figure. Wait, what? Oh, oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Sounds like one person. Who is upstairs? What am I hearing? Oh, whatever.
That's me. We're looking. I don't even know.
Yeah, it sounds like upstairs. I know, right, Dakota? I mean, strings is certainly a classical choice, pun intended, but yeah. They do seem to lean on that a lot. There you are, right where I thought you were, too. So, there was nothing to indicate that he was up, but I was able to position pretty much where he was based on the sound. It sounded like he was like right about here, where I'm standing. And, lo and behold, I wonder how you do audio to indicate up in, like, headphones, you know? Here. Join your brethren. It's kind of a... So I have to admit, I have kind of a habit of making body piles in games like these. Anybody who watched me go through Mankind Divided can attest to that. Or Dishonored 2, for that matter. It's fun. What? It goes back to when I, second or first played Dishonored 1. Or, excuse me, Deus Ex 1, the original Deus Ex. And, it just kind of worked out, and it always struck me as funny that I could do that, so... Yeah. Although, we're still not 100% sure why Billy has powers in this one. I mean, it's obvious the Outsider gave her these powers, but why and how isn't really something that's been answered. Yeah, I think I just missed my shot. Did you seriously not notice that? Notice me, don't notice me, don't notice me. Okay. Have fun in the tree. Hope there's no lice. Ew. Ticks would be worse than lice. I hate ticks.
What protections do we have against these violations in the future?
Be calm, Sister Talus. We will study the sinister device in full once we have laid our fallen sisters to rest.
The High Oracle will not return to us before the month of songs.
Well, that is how she originally got it, Leander. But there's a cutscene towards the beginning, spoiler alert, where the Outsider just walks up and says, "Here, I'm going to give you back something you lost." Changes our arm, gives us back the eye, and suddenly we have powers again. So what do I think of recycling the mission area? Ask me again in like 15 minutes. Because I can answer you in a void what I think of that concept in general. But right now all I can answer is from like a few minutes of experience of going through here. I gave a couple theories about that earlier, Leander, but we're still in kind of an I don't know. And I've managed to avoid spoilers thus far somehow, so... Well, yeah, Dragon Age 2 is not the concept I was talking about. Dragon Age 2 is lazy copy-pasting, let's just call it what it is. I'm sorry, I actually like Dragon Age 2, but the dungeon design was garbage. But no, what I'm referring to is going back and reusing art assets and design manifolds, for lack of a better term, for a specific zone, for like an expansion or a DLC or a future mission. I mean, the general answer is, of course, it depends on how you do it. You know, how exactly competent you are at it, or what you do to change it. Like, for example, even having only played this for a few minutes, I can tell you right now that they have changed up several things, and in fact, there's several references to the first time we were through here. Like these chunks of trees, which, if you remember, were actually an enemy, or at least an obstacle, I suppose is a better word for that. Like this one right here, and we've already seen chop, you know, these hacksaws and whatnot by it, and they've got the burn marks here and there, indicating that they've been going through basically destroying the place bit by bit, piecemeal. And of course, we've got new stuff like this, where they're indicating where things were happening and all that. You know, in other words, the base layout of this place is the same as it was before, but a decent number of things have been changed from what I've seen so far. For example, this room used to be a plot significant room. I forget what you got in there, but you got something in there, and it's completely boarded off now. Little stuff like that. So I suppose to answer your question in general, I think it depends on exactly what you do and the case-by-case basis. Here's another example. This actually, there's another level below there that you can see they've completely boarded up. And they've boarded up the upper level, too, which is where we actually fought the boss last time. What do you have to say?
Scent of candles, spice, quiet. Old books make best beds.
You heard him here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, God. Old books make best beds. Going back to the palace in 2 was very well done, I thought. That was an excellent example of reuse. And, of course, the obvious out-of-character perspective, it is going to be much, much cheaper to be able to take the skeleton of this. Even if you change it a great deal, a lot of the base geometry work is already done if you pull out, you know, the skeleton of a pre-existing asset and reuse it. I shouldn't say skeleton. The baseline, because I don't want to use a specific term, because skeleton is actually a term when it comes to 3D renders. So the baseline of a pre-existing design. Yeah, I could see that, Leander. I haven't decided, honestly, Narlex. I still haven't played the first one. I think I own it. I just have never really had time to sit down and do so. Just scouting a little bit. So there's a guy over there. There's at least 2 women in here. And it looks like another guy. So I'm dealing with 2 guys and 2 girls. I suppose that's appropriate. Well, I don't know what I'm looking at. And I'm not using the scan vision. So what we're going to do is we're going to listen for a second. Oh, we've got shadows. Oh, that's nice. So her back is to me, and I can tell right now. Quickly.
Where has my sister gone? I must find her at once.
Yeah, I've heard there's a lot of gross humor, but smart humor as well.
I could have sworn
Which is pretty South Park.
Nothing here.
I've gone on record before saying that South Park's one of those things that about half the time I find absolutely hysterical and half the time I find just gross and, you know, not funny. Alright, where is she? I suppose it's at least on the table, Narlix. I'm at least passively interested. Not the least of which being, you know, by all accounts, it's actually a pretty decent game. And the thing it's most commonly paralleled to would be Earthbound, or the Mario RPG series. Yeah, that just sounds awesome to me. Yeah, I just realized I don't actually need to take out these people.
That destruction now comes behind you. Would you walk across burning coals or broken glass?
Okay, she's over there.
Sister Rosewind was right to bring us here.
And where's the other one? Where's the other one?
My last vision must be lingering. It's nothing.
That's right. It's nothing. No. Always got to make a pile. It's very important. Okay.
Dry flesh, dry tongues, low noise over bones and teeth, scent of death waiting, noises, noises. The live ones listen and change the sounds. Now they close their mouths and eyes.
Oh, that's horrible. Oh, wow. Okay, apparently Delilah, once upon a time, back when she was still Empress, was trying to... Oh, actually, we already knew this, I'm sorry. That's from Dishonored 2. Ma Bayed. Trying to make effigies of the oracular sisters. I'll probably do a poll at some point. I mean, I only have 3 viewers right now, so I'm not going to do a poll right now. But at some point, I will do a poll saying, hey, South Park, yes or no?
What is good and what is pure, and then you will be able to recognize the profane monuments.
See anything? Guess not.
We're to Whitecliff as soon as our task is complete.
Alright. Heard a voice. This way.
Thief. A victim of her own restless hands. She should be burned in the street with the rest of the filth. Why hasn't she? It's been 3 days since she fell. I must send a message to the overseers to come and clean this up.
Sure. I suppose just to add it to the map. There we go. Hang on. I'm gonna go ahead and set up a straw poll right now, even though there's only 3 people on right now. Or 5, or however many it is. Not a lot. Nobody's on. Nobody wants to see Dishonored. I'm very confused by this. I guess there's just no interest in Dishonored. Let's see. So we've got Eternity, DLC, and South Park games. Anything else that people want to ask about premiere runs while I'm setting it up already? No. What's that? Coins. Coins. Delicious coin. Total War, that's a good one. Total War. Warhammer 2. Yakuza? Veto. Actually, what system is Yakuza on?
Disgraceful. The roots of heresy run rampant and deep here. The High Overseer will want a thorough inventory of every profane item.
I don't know. Sell me on Yakuza. Absurdity. Because I've never been interested in the series.
Overseers need to be reminded of their place.
You got it. No, I know they've got good writing. It's one of the things they're known for. Even I know that. And I'm an ignorant idiot who knows nothing. Okay.
I have been called to trance. Sister Rosewind seems agitated today. I believe a recent vision presses on her. She and a few of our sisters are on the terrace now. We must join them.
Of course. I understand if she is ill at ease. I am disturbed by the archive we've uncovered here. I hope we can return to our chapel soon.
Focus on the task at hand, sister. Ours is important work. We all bear the burden of the Abbey's future.
Hey, Scottish Warrior. I guess I'll add Yakuza 0. I'm always hesitant to premiere run a game that I know very little about and have had no interest prior to now, you know? Like an exploration? But a full premiere run? It's worrisome. It's one of the problems I have with doing this kind of thing. Like, if I encounter something that's boring, when I'm solo, when I'm playing alone, that's not really a big deal, really. Because I'll just be bored. But if I'm streaming something that I find boring, well, now I'm struggling to be entertaining while being bored. You know what I mean? I'm not saying Yakuza is boring. I'm just saying that's a concern I have for anything that I don't know. So this is going to be an unknown to me. That's why I'm hesitant. So, full explanation. Okay, I suppose the next question would be, how much is it? Since I'd be dumping money on an unknown. This way, this way. I know I'm not doing the whatcha-fig. Jesus Christ, Django. Do we even know, like, is there even whispers of a new Paradox game anytime soon? With HOI? Like, okay, let me rewind this a little bit. Have they released the final CK2 DLC that they've talked about several times? And then the follow-up question, do we have even the most remote hints of them, you know, releasing a new game? Also, for those of you not quite getting the amusement of this, I have not finished a game of CK2, EU4, or Stellaris, despite enjoying all three. I've never actually gotten to endgame in any of those. Unless you count the time when the Tyranids invaded in Stellaris, because that was a definitive lose.
They scream against indifference and whisper questions. All their hate, their loneliness, and terror. They break its locks, one way after another.
Yeah, I've theorized about that one myself, Django.
Brother Cardoza, Sister Rosewind requests your presence on the terrace. It's about the Heretic Archive. She wants you to take it.
Yes, very good. Tell Sister Rosewind I'll be right there. I need to finish one little test first, before this creature's flesh degrades further. Curvature is eroded in the frontal lobe. Unusual separation.
Okay.
It's as the stricture says, the errant mind becomes fractious and divided. Fascinating. The sacred music seems to have corroded the arterial network leading to the seat of cognition. The dense tissue here, the anemic blood.
I don't have time to put her in the pile. New pile.
Which wayward organ compels
Danganronpa is not happening. You are not the first person to suggest that.
Outsiders' dark whispers. Perhaps if I excise the witch's eyes next time before playing the music. Yes, corrupted vision, the shadowed senses. I must cut them out. They scream in agony at the sacred music. It pains them. All beauty is ugliness in their fevered minds. They burn with heresy from within. Oh, right. The Heretic Archive.
What are they looking for?
So yeah, that was a
They'd love to cut me open too.
person they were working on, if you missed that. Anyways, yeah, the Persona series... Persona 4 was pretty well made, but definitely a coffee situation for me. I did not enjoy that playthrough at all. It was a massive struggle to even finish the game. So, Shadowrun? I have a huge interest in Shadowrun. I still own several Shadowruns, I don't even remember which, and I've been itching for a chance to finally get a chance to actually play through them. It just hasn't come up.
The subject of today's examination is a well-developed, well-nourished woman appearing the offered age of 29 years. Cause of death is undetermined, but Brother Wells saw her collapse during musical therapy, convulsing and screaming. Which heretical organ inside her wasted, pale flesh rejected the ancient music? Initial examination showed no rigor, and lividity was at a minimum and unfixed. The unembalmed body is well preserved and cool to the touch. Pressure on the chest reveals pliant skin. No contusions, no marks. Only smooth. Flawless. Why must it take death to purify the darkness from your flesh? How can I remove the stain of heresy from your body and preserve this wondrous symmetry of form? How to cut out the outsider's foul influence from inside you, leaving only grace and perfected beauty behind. Oh yes, my dear, you are lovely like this. Lovely.
Okay. That's a thing. I don't have a particularly large interest in Battlefront 2. I suppose I could add that to the list, see if other people do. So, sure, Battlefront 2. 2. Single player. Well, I shouldn't add that. I would check out the multiplayer just like I always do. Or usually do, I suppose I'd say. Last Guardian? Yeah, I didn't like that entire series. Never have. Okay. Oh, that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. Okay. Ni no Kuni 2, I could add that to the list, I guess. Although that would be a long premiere run, so that's going to take some wait for that to happen. A little bit, Darth Tyron. Thank you, M. Fantius. I hope you liked them, despite the fact that I liked the movies. So I'll go ahead and add Ni no Kuni 2, because that's definitely a debatable right now. I don't know how to do this room. Let me think. Okay.
I cleared my mind. I inhaled the fumes, but the vision did not come. Why? I must send word to Whitecliff as soon
Hey,
as
Gwy
my
here.
task is complete.
Welcome to hell. We may have to do that. Okay, we can do that. No! God damn it. Too slow. Too slow. Gotta just... Okay. Mario Odyssey, Wolfenstein 2, Assassin's Creed Origins, hang on, I actually have a list. Give me a second. There's a bunch, although we're through a decent chunk of them. I also need to finish XCOM 2, and that is something that I plan to do. Probably today. Let's see here. Nope, wrong one. Give me a second. Thought it was. There it is. Okay. So Divinity Original Sin 2, that's next week. Shadow of War, Lord of Mordor, Shadow of Mordor, War of Mordor. Mario Odyssey, Assassin's Creed Origins, Wolfenstein. I am doing a Call of Duty premiere run. And that's actually kind of it at the moment. Merely like 5 games for the rest of the year. So, That's what we got left, currently scheduled. Those are already paid for, already done. No, of course not, Tara Branford. But some of us, weird, freaky people, find enjoyment in trying not to get seen. Although this room's gonna suck. I'm just gonna test something. See how much attention these people are paying. None. They are in their trances. Because I saw they've got the incense right in front of them, so I figured maybe they weren't really paying attention. And it looks like they aren't, so that's good. Okay. This is going to be a lot easier than I thought it was. Anytime I see interlocking fields of vision like that, I kind of freak out a little bit. For a non-lethal playthrough. Where's the other one? There she is. Yeah, you can get seen, you can never get seen, you can never get caught. There's actually separate tracking for example, if a body is found or if an alert is set up, even if you are never actually caught. So, you know, never getting caught and never having any of your handiwork found is called a ghost playthrough. And then, of course, there's non-lethal, which is what I'm trying to do. I failed a couple times, but, you know, non-lethal and lethal. And then there's also what is basically a genocide type run where you just kill everything, which I did for Dishonored 2, just to see how it worked. Alright, where's the roamer? There she is. Let's scout a little bit, shall we? I look forward to them explaining it to their superiors, do I hear? Getting a little cramped. But no, unlike certain other games that I can mention, Assassin's Creed, excuse me, if you get seen, it's not immediately mission failed, desynchronized, which...
I hear her footsteps in my mind. Am I stalked by my own vision?
Yeah, that's what's happening. Hello. Hello, let me grab her.
Run then!
What?
We will fight!
It wouldn't let me grab her. What the crap? Any other ideas for premiere runs, guys? I already added South Park. Yoshi's gonna happen. There's some coming out next year, but I haven't really tracked those yet. Why won't it let me grab her? That is just weird. Whatever. Whoops. Damn it, lost my mouse again. Ooh, Battletech. Although, of course, I don't have a release date for Battletech. Do we have anything close to a release date for Battletech? Yeah, that might actually be a bug. But I'm doing a premiere run of Battletech. That's decided. That's not something that's up in the air. Anthem? I'll add that to the list, because I'm really torn on multiple votes allowed. I'm really torn on Anthem. Like, if you asked me right now, with the almost lack of information we have for Anthem, I would say, nope. I have no interest at all in Anthem. Would I buy Anthem for enough, not for the show? No. Not at all. I can answer that very definitively. Alright, let's see what happens if I do this. Nothing. Okay. Well, I don't know why I couldn't pick her up. Can I still not interact with her body? I still can't pick her up. That is definitely a bug. Whatever. How's it going?
I can take a look at this with a silvergraph projector. If the oracular order really can see the future, then this silvergraph plate will tell me what I need to know.
I shouldn't find that as funny as I do. But I do. I don't know. I suppose it's basically my duty at this point in time to cover Anthem. I mean, Lord knows my show is always and irrevocably attached to BioWare and the Mass Effect series. So, you know, it's incumbent upon me to do it, right? So, I'll probably go ahead and do a premiere run of Anthem. Maybe. It's still in the maybe area, but at least with Andromeda, I was like, man, I hope this is going to be good. With Anthem, I'm just like, ugh. It's just so disinteresting looking. Well, we'll see, we'll see. What? But Andromeda was good. You know what? I know some people who think Andromeda was a great game. And you know what? That's awesome. If some people really derived genuine enjoyment from that game, then that makes me happy. We need more enjoyment in our lives. I will definitely be doing a premiere run of the non-main game that they're doing in Dragon Age, for Dragon Age 4.
What do we have here?
Damn it, I was afraid it was this room. There's two guys, three guys around here. There's the other one. Don't look this way, don't look this way, don't look this way, don't look this way, don't look this way.
Huh? What
the... That is so bullcrap! So, I'm actually kind of sad nobody's noticed. Oh, and obviously we'll be doing Telltale playthroughs. I mean, that's just a duh. That's been a thing for a long time. Telltale is literally my second most popular feature as far as streams go. God damn it. What? Ugh, I lost the mouse again. That's cool, Anthony. Now, I mean, I gave my opinion on Anthem, or excuse me, not Anthem, Andromeda. I thought it was boring. I thought it was really, really average and really, really boring. I just didn't get into it. And shrug, you know. I don't think it was that bad. I do think some people over-exaggerate how bad it was. But I also don't think it was particularly good. And yes, of course I'll be looking at Cyberpunk. Duh, really. Keep losing the mouse. Why does that keep happening? There we go. Hopefully at this point, uncorroborated reports of how bad things are from production-wise at CD Projekt Red are exaggerated.
Like a virulent swarm, devouring everything wherever they go, even filth.
Oh crap. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Kingdom Hearts 3, yeah. Supposedly...
3 volumes of forbidden knowledge. The outside...
okay, the up and the down is that the idea
a guide to dream.
Is that several people are dissatisfied with working at CD Projekt Red. And based on my own analysis and my own deduction, for lack of a better term, of what we've heard and all of the separate reports across the years, it sounds like they don't know how to manage a company. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, dog. It's just me and the dog for the next, like, 5 days, by the way. So I'm going to be up and down a lot. Okay.
Where did the witches come by these arcane texts? Hey, where did you go?
Well, shoot.
You're supposed to be...
Anyways, but yeah, it sounds like they just had... So we know that, you know, they never expected the Witcher series, the games, to explode the way they did. So it sounds like they have some genuinely talented, genuinely passionate workers and don't know how to manage projects or schedules or any of the more business side of things. And we all make fun and we all mock, you know, corporate decisions. And I of course, use my own term, the money people, or the people who make decisions. But the harsh reality is that you do actually need skilled and competent managers who know how to manage a budget, manage a schedule, manage employees, and so forth and so on, right? Those are things that are necessary parts of a business. You know? So, the gist that I got from it is that they just don't know how to manage. And from what I understand, most of the actual managers are people who basically aren't managers, who are promoted up thanks to seniority. In other words, just being at the company for X period of time and no other real qualifications. Or people who've never worked in video gaming before and are managers who are career managers, which, if you remember, is something I've railed against several times as a major problem at several gaming companies. You know, the whole Pepsi thing all over again. So... Good morning, Schwartz.
I wonder who that was.
Nobody. Nobody at all. Okay.
There shouldn't be anything on this part of the mountain. Shindere North Quarry. That's where the eyeless are getting into the void. I should keep the silvergraph plate with me.
Okay. Hey, Javin. Can you think of anything you... Like, so question for everybody who's just streaming in. I'm making a poll to gauge interest on future premiere runs. Can you think of anything that you think should be added to the list that isn't already obviously on said list? Okay. We didn't see the exact location, Takoida. We just saw a picture of the location. Now we have, basically, coordinates. Left Alive? I'll guess I'll add Left Alive. I don't know. If Left Alive is what it looks like, then I have no interest in it, because The Division was boring. But we'll see. I'll at least put it on the list for votes. Let's go this way, actually. Hey, boys. Days Gone? No, it is not on the list. Remind me what Days Gone is. Meh. Hey, Etheru. What's up? New Crytek game. Man, I love that new Crytek game that I don't know the name of either. What are you talking about? Oh, is Days Gone Ride to Hell Retribution if it wasn't crap? Is that what I'm thinking of? Wolfenstein is already on the list, and in fact I've already bought it, so that one's good to go. Although it's going to be pushed back a little bit by necessity, basically. There's too many games coming out literally the same day. Mario Odyssey, Assassin's Creed Origin, and Wolfenstein 2 all come out in the same day. And I'd just like to say that I hate it when gaming companies do that. Dead of War, that's too far out. And already definitely on the list. Alright, screw it. I'll just go out the old way. I don't think I've even heard of that one, Anthony. What is it? It's all good, Javin. I understand. No Monster Hunter. I have tried 3 Monster Hunter games, quite a ways, desperately trying to enjoy them, and I have failed every single time. I just don't like Monster Hunter. I wanted to. The whole concept was like, yeah, sounds great. And then I played it. I was like, okay, well, I'll try the next game. And then I didn't like that one either. I'm not saying Monster Hunters are bad, by the way. Don't take it that way. I just really didn't like them. Okay. No kills. 3 bodies detected and 1 detection overall. Yay. It's actually the best I've done so far. Didn't loot jack, though. I got no loot and didn't do any contracts. Of course, a lot of contracts involve killing, so, you know. So what's Code Vein? And no visual novels that aren't Telltale. The only things I've heard about Cyberpunk are 3 things. They're working on it. If you count it, there's the reference in Witcher 3 about Cyberpunk, but I'm not counting that. So they're working on Cyberpunk. It's way more ambitious and way larger than the previous project, and this is a news bit from last year, I want to say. It's been within several months, less than a year from now. They had taken a lot of the previously done pre-project work and thrown it out the trash. Those are the only 3 bits of news I have total about Cyberpunk 20 whatever.
There's a darkness at the center of all things. It'll change you if you think about it too much, but it's always there. It waits for you. When I was in hiding, I tried to forget everything that I was. Now I aim to keep my promise to a dead man, someone who meant the world to me. Sometimes I still hear Dowd's voice echoing through the metal of this miserable knife. This is the strangest, most important thing I've been through, and that's saying a lot. There's a mining complex on Shindeire Peak, somehow so obscure that most people don't believe it exists. That mad cult lives there, protecting the one place that can bring me face to face with the outsider himself. Years ago, I heard Dowd talking about the Void, a fear that grips your throat, bends your spine, but I can't turn away now. What will we have left if the outsider's gone? His name might be lost to the Void, but tonight, I'll find out if he can still bleed.
I would say we've got maybe 30% chance of Cyberpunk being as good as Witcher 3.
This is the place. Shindeire North Quarry. It shouldn't exist, but from what I can see, this place is real. At least for now.
Here, the Void is closest to the surface of reality, breaking through and spilling out all the fear and power the Abbey of the Everyman tries to hide. You have uncovered more than most. What you do now will change the world.
You again. You know I used to wonder if you'd speak to me. I almost wanted it. Every street kid, every desperate wretch pushed to the edge. They all wanted you to speak to them. Why didn't you? Why me, now? You know I'm here to end this. You and this disgusting cult.
People have come to this place for centuries wanting many things. To elude death, to seek forbidden knowledge. They are never satisfied no matter how much they take. Not even the dead find peace here. You will find another relic of the cult's heart. A piece of whatever god came before my time. You will find the people who murdered me. When I knew them, they had names and ambitions. Now, they wander this place, their minds snared up with terrible secrets, keeping hidden the unspeakable ritual that made me what I am. Deep in the void, they put a knife to my throat and tore my name away. You have found the knife. Maybe you can find my name in the black viscera of this place, if you care to look.
Why are you telling me this? What do you want?
We both know how a mob can justify a murder to themselves. Who I was or what I wanted never mattered to the cultists here. I will not speak to you again. The next time we meet, you will be face to face with what was done to me all those years ago. Your mind echoes with everything that Dowd wants you to do. But I am here to say that you have a choice, Billy Lurk.
Notice how he never answers her questions. It's kind of interesting. Alright, so, catching up a little bit on people. Code Vein, no. Not happening. Choices and consequences action. I feel like I answered you in my head, Darth Tyron. And that's why I didn't answer you out loud. I do that occasionally, I apologize. No, I can't think of any. The BioWare style, as you describe it, is actually quite rare. Can you post a link? Yeah, go ahead, Anthony. I'm not going to look at it, though. Spider-Man, that's too far in the future, and I'm still torn on that. So that will be a vote when we get that.
I hate this place already.
It does have that potential. Of course it does, Adam Sweda. But I was asked to put odds down. And odds are it will not be as good. Statistically speaking. Try to remember that Witcher 3 was what we like to call a freak accident. Kind of like Star Wars. The original Star Wars. Which should not have been anywhere near as good as it was. And somehow was. It's a similar situation.
Heap in the hallways. Some days stone, some days iron. Shiver, and still. The air tastes like blood, and nothing but dust.
I have played one of the Hero Trails of the series. It's the one where at the end you find out about the professor, and that's all I'm going to say about that. Or not the professor, guy with glasses. And I'm aware of the story of the second one, which was already out at the time when I played through the first one. I'm not aware of anything past that because I don't keep track of the series that much. Oh my god. Frickin' dogs. Alright guys, just for you, we won't kill any dogs this playthrough. Sigh. As long as I keep having ammo. If I run out of ammo, then we're gonna have a problem, guys.
She will be back all lies and symbols. For some, a catastrophe. For others, a revelation. For some, my death will be a promise.
Calm yourself, Antero. You had that coming and you know it. How will you find wisdom when you ignore the simplest tenets? Seek no solace in mundane things, cast aside distractions. Your little pets were distracting your gaze from the void.
Where's the harm? I was just feeding the rats and talking to them. Like the lonely rat boy from the stories.
We're not in a story. The void needs you.
I don't want to go to the void anymore. I've seen what happens. The stone grips more than your body. It takes over your mind and heart.
This is our purpose, Antero. This is why we're here. Don't fight the influence of the endless and empty.
I don't want to. I'm scared. I don't want to become like them.
Don't worry, you won't.
Damn. Damn, she actually turned around.
this story. The void needs you.
I don't want to.
Old-fashioned way.
Why do they look like that? What goes on here?
How is he still dead? They didn't get a chance to shoot him. Whatever. I'm told the Shadowrun games are good. Again, I just haven't had a chance to play them. Okay, I think we had enough options now, so let's go ahead and create the poll. That. Boop. Voot! Make sure you voot. And remember, multiple choices are allowed. I want you to vote on anything you're interested in, Premiere Run Rise. I'm trying to gauge interest. I think I agree, honestly, Leander. I think we should just kill everyone in this entire setting. Who's with me? Let me try to pitch that a little bit better. I think we should save everyone in this setting from the misery and pain of their everyday lives. How's that? Is that better? I think we should give these people candy that is resolution, and that way we'll be able to save them from their horrible torment of being alive, and that will allow us to be good guys and to help people in the future. Also, Darth Tyrant, if you check out my premiere run of Tyranny, obviously, you know, you don't go too far because you don't want to spoil it, but if you watch it for a bit, you can see how the playstyle is. See if you like that kind of a thing. I don't know what a blood straw is, but ew. The only blood thing I know about is gummy bears. Points to anybody who knows what I'm talking about. Thank you, Lurker. You're a godsend as always. Oh, come on, really? Shoot. Okay. Wait, what did I say to go to? What am I repeating? What am I repeating? Oh, the gummy blood. Yeah. I mean, I guess I could try 451. Did I get any hints about that? Nope. And they didn't have anything. I already looted them. See? Well, let's try it. It's obviously not 742. It is not 451. I am disappointed. Since I already missed it, I'm just doing this to highlight things to see if I can find...
What is that thing? Ah! It makes my eye burn.
What thing? That thing? Whatever, what's this? Okay. Oh, I missed. So I'm a little sad that nobody's noticed, but I don't blame you guys. We'll see if anybody notices tomorrow. What? No. There's no up. Oh, I guess there is an up? This feels like bug up, though. Oh, yeah, this is definitely bug up. Hey, Tech. Yeah, we probably should not be able to walk on this. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. Okay, I don't get the point of that. Alright, whatever. Maybe it's to get inside here? Well, maybe. Ah, it's true, Dakota. Well, nothing in here. I even checked with the damn scanner, which I have been trying not to do, but, you know, whatever. Is there, like, any way in? There's gotta be a way in here. No, that's up there. No. Oh, good point. Nope. Also no. Oh, whatever. I give up. Let's see what's down. Looks like nothing so far. Yeah, looks like a big fat nothing. Okay. Right. Oh, can't sit it in there. Hey, Fuke. Hopefully you are over your sick soon. Yeah, I'm pretty much at give up point here. I've scanned the area, scanned the top thing. I can't get into the second floor. Raising that thing does not appear to do anything, up or down. I mean, here, let's try something here. Nope. 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 I mean, yeah, gosh darn it. See you around, Darth Tyra. Okay. Ah! Maybe? Yeah. Come on, there we go. Aha! 341! Jesus Christ. Okay. Alright, back into it.
I saw you hasten from the library yesterday. You communed with the eye. Tell me how you feel for my studies.
Yes. I stared into its core and recognized myself. It yearns as I yearn. Under its gaze, I sank beneath the surface of these waters. I walked the path of the envisioned, and witness the churning of the void. In the I still feel the eye's presence in my mind.
Yes, yes. The dead see with such depth. The eye of the dead god sees all our desires.
One day we too shall see the truth. I know it.
Have I mentioned that I hate cultists? Just in general. Just seriously. Okay. It's incredibly weird, Fuke. You must be banished forever. This is sarcasm. No, dude. Although I'm curious why you think it makes you weird that you only like the original trilogy. Yeah, I'm not sure why that's even noteworthy. Honestly. Well, true enough to quit. I should clarify, when I use the word cult, I mean these guys. I don't mean the literal word usage of cult. Because I know what that word literally, or at least as it was taught to me, the word cult literally means non-Catholic, which, I mean, it describes an extraordinarily large number of people. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Fear. Thank you, Griffin Knight, for the Twitch Prime sub. Very much appreciate those, as always. Oh, wrong button. This one. There we go. Ooh, that's bad. That's super bad. Okay. Can I go under? I can go under. Oh, come on! You cannot see me there. Wow. The word cult is actually quite recent. Only started showing up in the 17th century. Based on a French word. Okay. But yeah, again, to be clear, when I use the word cult, I tend to use the non-literal definition of a cult. Okay. In other words, these guys, or the Twilight's Hammer, is another fantastic example of a cult. God damn it. But no, cult comes from the word cultus, which is French for worship. Go away. Hey, what's up? Let's rewind that. I just picture the guy turning around like, why are you crouching towards me? Oh, God! Alright. So I'm going to need 3, which means I probably have to go grab the other guy. So first. Second.
Still there.
Oh, bull crap! Bull crap! Now I gotta stab people. Alright, who wants to be stabbed first? Anybody? This is such an aggravating area. I've got one person up top, who I don't know where they are right now. One person right there and one person right there. And all of them are looking at each other. Whoops. That didn't work. Except that wasn't metal, so it didn't work. Really? Okay, whatever. And there's the one up top. Alright, you know what? Let's approach this from a different angle. Nope, no one here. You're seeing things. See, you're gonna see a whole lot of things in a second here. Yeah, that's great. I got another example of a cult. Just occurred to me. You know, a cult. Not a literal cult. Doom. Doom 4, I should clarify. Yeah, we're playing Billy from Dishonored 2, Fuke. So. No, not like... Damn it, Javan. You're fired. Hey, lady. No one. God damn it! You know what? Hang on. How's it going? Hi. Would you like to join the cult of dying in the face, you stupid, worthless, idiotic, god damn! Did I miss? Seriously? That reminds me, Kay, how's the Enterprise coming? Did you see that? She apparently doesn't know how to come down from her own post. Hey, what's up? Listen, I'm really, really, really sick of you. You know, this always happens to me in a Dishonored game. I'm like, doing good, good tension, good moments, and then I hit one area that just gives me problems. I'll be right back, guys. Okay. Hi, guys. I like that idea, Leander. God damn it, I keep losing the mouse today. Oh, come on! So I have to click back in the game to recapture the mouse. Good morning, Bregwin. So, EA. Is EA actually that bad? Well, EA has this policy of destroying companies. And that's not me, like, exaggerating for comic effect or, you know, being whatever. That's me just stating things bluntly and honestly. EA literally eats companies. As in, literally. As in, they buy out a company, and then they push them in specific directions from a corporate perspective that ensures that that company will make less money or be less successful. Then they shut the company down as an independent entity and disseminate its pieces and its assets into throughout the rest of the company. So they and that's how they do it. Now, is EA actually that bad? I mean, there's worse companies than EA by far. But they still are a... I think the word cancer, applied literally on the publishing industry, is not actually all that out of bounds. And again, I'm not saying that to be derogatory. I'm saying that they are literally a cancerous organization. That's okay. Okay. If you want to just go ahead and send me the spray-painted version. I mean, at the moment, I'm most likely to just use the flickering version. Oh, yep. There he goes. I knew that would happen. Why do they still exist? Oh, Fuke. What? Oh, there we go. It's like asking why Bank of America still is in business. Or Konami. I mean, again, there are many worse companies than EA, really. So anyways, Gary asks, did I pick up Golf IT? Hang on. I mean, no, but I don't remember what you're talking about. You messaged me this, and I didn't understand what you were saying. Yeah, Golf IT is on sale for... I don't even know what it is. What is Golf IT? Yeah, De Beers, another much worse organization and company than EA can even hope to be. I once spent an entire lore week discussing how a company that made no actual profit could stay profitable. Oh, Golf It. Excuse me. You can tell I've never heard of this game. Let's go grab the other corpse while we're at it. By the way, if you guys think I'm kidding, that is a literal thing. It is possible to be a company that produces nothing and sells nothing and can still remain profitable. That is a thing. And it's not a new thing. It's a thing that's been around for literally centuries as of this point in time. So I'm not sure what the point of this was, but I needed 3 bodies to do it, so I hope it's worthwhile. So is it just golf? I mean... I guess this is where I was supposed to go. I don't know.
Even I can't see the future.
So yeah, I'm sorry, someone in chat mentioned this earlier, but who wants to bet that we become the new outsider? There must always be an outsider kind of a situation.
How many did we destroy today? No part of our old life may follow us to this place. The void will not allow it.
Some aren't ready to shed their attachments. I remember one man, an aristocrat from Dunwall, was granted permission to join us here. The fool brought his prize hound, as if you could keep it in the mine, as if we don't have enough vermin.
What happened to it?
We had him kill it. Drove a knife through its eye. Then we killed him.
Why?
Because he wept.
Oh, that's horrible. Nothing to see here. I said nothing to see here. Okay, that was sloppy as hell. I just feel like killing this person really quick.
What?
Hey, how's it going?
Outsiders.
There we go. Okay, reload. Yeah, no, I noticed, Dakota. They have it. Sometimes they have it on their necks too. They've got some rocky granite, whatever that's supposed to be, thing going on. I'm not going to become the new outsider, or am I? Ugh. No. There we go. Okay. Actually, yeah, let's do this one.
How many did we destroy today? No part of our old life may follow us to this place. The void will not allow it.
Nothing to see, nothing to see, nothing to see, nothing to see, nothing to see.
I remember one man, an aristocrat from Dunwall, was granted permission to join us here. The fool brought his prize hound, as if you could keep.
Hey, Mr. Buddy Guy.
We don't have enough vermin.
Welcome to my stream.
We had him kill it.
Apparently you've seen my very, very old content. I haven't had hair in like 4 years now, but thank you. You're welcome to stay, even though I have no hair now. According to some people, I looked like a damn unshaved hippie, so, you know. What? Who? Who saw me? What? Where? Who? Josh Sawyer. Remind me who that is real quick. I'm not that great with names. It sounds familiar, so I think I know who they are.
She's just unconscious. What? It's not wise to quarrel with her.
Don't make this too quick. Let's enjoy the moment of your... No! You'll pay for his death!
Why would you care? You're cultists! You're cultists! You're cultists! Nah! 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 Hi. Guy in charge of New Vegas. Hang on. I mean, I don't know details. Let me just be 100% honest. I don't know details, so all I can say is the guy who did New Vegas sounds awesome to me, because I really liked New Vegas. You know, the end, right? Call me weird, but I thought it was a good game. So Gary just bought me a game that now I'm going to have to play on camera at some point, because he's evil.
I can't relax until I have a look around.
Pillars of Eternity as well. See, Pillars of Eternity was a much more asterisk game for me. It's a game I will probably never replay without cheats, and will probably never play all the way through without cheats, because I just actively didn't enjoy the gameplay. But, you know, it was certainly interesting and fun. I wanted to keep playing. I should say I wanted to keep seeing the story. Okay. Well, that's confusing. Now, Tyranny was a game that was far more engaging and interesting to me. Even though I still didn't like the gameplay of Tyranny, it was a lot less aggravating. And, you know, the story was just really, really good, in my opinion.
While the sheep slumber, we shape things. We made this world with the dragging of a knife blade.
Of course not, Dakota. That would be crazy.
Will I be ready when my turn comes? What will the void do to my mind, my flesh?
Faster! God damn you! Alright. Alright. Calm. Peace.
Wait.
What's going on?
Visions?
I'll take a look around.
No luck. Let's search over there then.
Oh, god damn it. Sorry, pop-up. This is Gary's game thing, because he's evil. Well, what do you mean ghosting through? Explain ghosting through. Right now I'm lost. I'm not sure how to progress. This is, I think, the 5th time I have had this problem in this DLC.
What's going on?
I'm very seriously considering giving this game a negative for how often this has been happening. At the absolute least, it is a definitive not positive. Because this is getting ridiculous. So right now I'm just trying to backtrack without getting seen. Which is apparently this gigantic, gargantuan feat of Herculean strength. In order to go back a room without being seen. Because there's 3 people who are looking at each other. And and that's my mouse again. Every time I reload, every single time I reload, I lose the mouse again. It's actually quite irritating.
Is someone asking for trouble?
Oh, for Frell's sakes. Alright, you know what? Hang on just a second.
Have a look around.
What?
There's no use running!
Let's see which face you're in.
Let's not make this too quick. Let's enjoy the moment of your demise.
I agree. You know, I'm not exactly the most old school gamer out there, but I don't enjoy that. So here's where I need to go. For Frell's sakes. So I've been trying not to use this mode, but apparently I literally have to. So whatever.
What's
Where
going
did you
on?
disappear to? Huh. No luck. Let's search over there then.
Are you hurt? Is someone asking for trouble?
So, hi. Make sure you vote, by the way. We have a vote going on right now.
What's
Where
going
did you
on?
disappear to?
I'm going to have a look around.
God damn it. You asshole! I'm trying not to kill you! Why are you making it so difficult? I just want to not murder you in the face! Is this... I mean, they're cultists. Cultists, so maybe they just literally are desperately trying to die. Maybe that's really what's going on here. Ah! She's totally dead. How did you guess? Come here. Don't alert your buddies, you stupid jackass. I'm this tempted to throw you over a ledge. I'm not going to, because I'm trying not to kill people. There. Enjoy the body pile. Well, Caladrius, I have heard that question a few hundred times recently, so, I guess the summary would be yes, I have, seen about Oroville and all that. There we go. Jesus Christ, what in the hell is that?
Fortunate to experience the passage of Envision twice in one day.
I read that Envisioned can't communicate with us anymore. Can they see us? Or can they only see what's in the void?
In Witness by Stone, Nozaku posits that Envisioned can see us, but choose not to speak. They have loftier matters to ponder when they walk the void.
One day, if I'm lucky enough to hear the call and become Vision, I'll still...
So apparently there's people they've already converted into the void they call Envisioned. Is Oroville any good? That's for you to decide. As weird as this may sound, I wish it wasn't a comedy. Like, from what I've seen of it, the non-comedy elements work better than the comedy ones.
Ride high, far small places, still the huge eye sees. The huge eye sees, drags us to the dark places, drags us to the cold. Everything's stone, everything old.
I've only seen part of Oroville. I was legitimately bored watching it, and so I just walked away from it. Interesting world building, and good effects, and good overall presentation. You know, it's clear they aren't skimping on the production side of things. But if something is trying to be comedic, and you don't find it funny, you know, there's just that sort of you got going on, and that's pretty much where I was at.
Long discussions on ancient translation and linguistics. It's a pity, really. He was a true scholar.
I wouldn't praise him too loudly. He violated the highest commandments of our society. The ritual hold is forbidden to us, as you well know.
I understand his punishment. He had to die, I don't dispute that. But his work...
There are things that even those such as we were never meant to gaze upon. Remember.
Is someone ask...
I might give it a shot later when a few more episodes are out. Like I said, I was just really, really bored during the pilot. Of course, Gary and I have extremely different senses of humor. He actually likes Rick and Morty, for example.
Remember that.
Huh? This door shouldn't be open.
You know, you really legitimately just want me to kill you, don't you? Your wish is my command. Ow. Ow. Thanks, Kay.
Dispute that. But is one.
There are things that even those
Mighty outsider, are you all right? Companion!
void.
No! You should. How dare you!
So anyways.
When I died, this world was remade. And when I died then,
Well, guys, we're going to destroy the world.
Forbidden. Could be worth looking into.
Part of the story. The long and the short of it is that reality is twisting.
Companions.
Someone asking for trouble. I didn't like that. I'm going to have a look around.
No luck.
I'll
Let's
take a look
search
around.
over there.
It's not
Someone's
wise
dead.
to quarrel with us.
I'll kill you for that! You ratbag! No! You'll pay!
Outsider's bone.
Here! With me!
No mercy! I'll end your miserable life. You'll pay for that with your life!
No! You'll pay for his death!
Take this!
I think there's 700 cultists in this area. I'm getting that impression. These are people. Were people.
Fresh bite. Cold stone hard. Tastes bad. Breaks teeth. Oh no blood anymore. Now they're ours.
So I guess the rats literally can't eat the void-touched people. That's interesting. So there is a strong theory that this world, the world of Dishonored, actually was made from the void, basically. Birthed from it, if you will. So it's kind of sliding back into it, or at least it has been. I'm not sure what's going on with this one specifically. Die. Whoops, wrong button.
Someone shooting at us!
Hey,
Your
who are you?
curiosity will be your death!
You'll Let's see what you can do with that shadow of an eye. You don't deserve
How? Hear that? The void hisses your name.
Where did you steal that piece of the void?
Oh,
bleeding
you're
to
hurt.
death.
Let me
dear.
wipe the blood
Any
from your
visions? Describe what you
Accept your fate. Welcome your death.
come out and fight.
How?
Hey, yes.
You're not going eating lead, my friend. You should have stayed in the...
God damn it.
Now the void welcomes.
The void is a literal place. We actually go there in the first game and the second game.
Dispute that. But is one.
There are things that even those such as we were never meant to gaze upon. Remember that.
After watching what, Javin? Like, I'm...
But is what would...
There are things that even those such as we were never meant to gaze upon.
Depends on what games you like, Fuke. I'm just angry, Javan. I'm legitimately angry. You can tell because I'm not really saying much right now. I am extremely close to giving this game a negative for this goddamn level. Like, I have really enjoyed the previous level, and most of the previous levels prior to this one. This one is making me want to scream. If I hadn't game overed there, I probably would have just kept playing without reloading. Because I'm just that sick of this.
Forbidden. Could be worth looking into.
I have exactly 5 tranq darts. And finding ammo for them is a pain in the arse, so... hang on, Fuke has asked me a question I have to go Google. I guess I could do this, too. The games on the 3DS. Pokemon Sun and Moon. Smash Bros. Ocarina. Proper remake. Mario Kart 7. Animal Crossing. Super Mario 3D Land, which is okay. Pokemon Omega, Ruby, and Sapphire, which is really good. Ever Oasis, which is really good. Pokemon X and Y. Super Mario Maker. Fire Emblem Echoes. Fire Emblem Awakening. Luigi's Mansion 2. Link Between Worlds, which is fantastic. Majora's Mask. Proper remake. Super Mario Bros. 2, which is okay. Monster Hunter Generations, if you're into that. Dragon Quest 7, Dragon Quest 8, both. Well, Dragon Quest 7 is a proper remake. Dragon Quest 8 is a port. Kirby Triple Deluxe. Kirby Planet Robobot, which is actually astonishingly good. Way better than it has any right to be. Mario and Luigi. Dream Team. Bravely Default 2. Yoshi's Woolly World. That's not on the 3DS, is it? Yeah, whatever. What else we got here? Fantasy Life, which is a phenomenal game, which I highly recommend. Final Fantasy Explorers, if you like Monster Hunter. Mario and Luigi Paper Jam, which is good. Mario and Luigi Superstar proper remake, which is coming out soon. Bunch of ports, which I'm not going into. There. Yes, Javan, and no, which you see why I'm considering giving this a negative. The level design is just nowhere near as good as the first 2 games. I've already commented on that more than once. So. Oh, I didn't mention Theater Rhythm. Theater Rhythm is also a very good game on the 3DS that I highly recommend. If you're into rhythm games, which I am. At least that one is a good rhythm game, I think.
Bone feels warm. I can feel it through the fabric.
Hey Marley, voot. Make sure you voot. It's very important that you voot. Go voot. Now, what's funny is this game feels like it's slanted a lot more towards killing. Like, there's actually a decent number of ways to kill people outside of just slashing them with your sword. And almost every single one of the contracts, or at least every stage has had contracts that cannot be resolved without killing, which, of course, ruins a no-kill playthrough.
Companions, guardians of the ritual hold. All of you have appointed yourselves to a better existence, lifting up from the muck and the dank warrens of the ignorant of society. You see the world.
Yeah, games like these pretty much rely on really good level design. And Dishonored and Dishonored 2 both had phenomenal level design. This one does not. So, it's just, there it is.
Companions, guardians of the ritual.
Someone asking for trouble?
God damn it.
What?
Companions, we have an unwanted guest.
Face your... No!
Yes,
No,
you
he's running!
Let me help
It's not wise to quarrel with us.
What's all this racket?
Need some help over here?
You don't deserve the touch of the outsider. You'll die at the hands of a servant.
You'll have to be.
What's some move?
You really?
How dare
Also, weren't you the one just now, Javan, who was saying that you didn't like all the violence? Wasn't that you? Am I misremembering that? Ugh, fine. No? Okay. Hello? Let me up. There we go. Jeez Louise.
That's it. The eye of the dead god. It's watching me.
That's what eyes do.
It's been a part of me since this all started. It's cold. Dead. But it still sees.
Okay. Oh, hey,
I can see
we're in the void now.
everything.
So here you go. This is the void.
The void. Like looking under the waves and into the sea.
Oh, jeez. One shot! Oh my god! Okay! Alright, that was fun. That was a fun way to die. I've decided to avoid those things.
I can see everything. The void. Like looking under the waves and into the sea.
So, of course, the people have been making excursions to the void for a while now. So, yeah. Okay. I do absolutely love the cold charcoal look of the void, by the way. It's an excellent aesthetic, and they do some good stuff with it, especially in Dishonored 2. Yeah. You can tell I'm not really much of a loot person. Didn't even occur to me to loot people. Okay. That's ridiculous, Kay. That's insane. Take your crazy ideas elsewhere, sir. There he is. Gilgamesh is either from real-life mythos or from Final Fantasy. Take your pick. Or dead people. Why are there so many dead people in the void? God, you'd think these cultists would have something better to do with their time than send people out here.
What? No, no. What?
God damn it.
Ow! Face your death!
Something's not right. What's all this nonsense?
Strike the void! We have unfinished business! I knew you hadn't gone far!
It's not wise to quarrel with us.
Oh, I know where I am. I need to go up there.
I can't let that
Tired of waiting.
Let's not make this too quick. Did you sacrifice your hand to perform those tricks?
Damn it. Really?
Is that the mark of the outsider? This one was obsessed like all the rest. What did he find out?
Do with that shot.
That's you pay for the death! Ow!
God damn it! Okay, I feel better now. This, I'm not in the mood for this, apparently, because this is terrible and irritating. Okay. Take 4. Oh, come on! Yes, I do, Java. I have to. It's literally my job. And I know for a fact that if I gave this game a negative, I guarantee you people would just say that it's my fault for not being good enough at the game and that I just need to get good. They may not literally say get good, but they would mean it. I can't give it a negative, because it's all my fault. I'm the problem here, not the game. Thank you, Ventures. Well, I've been trying not to use this ability, but I think we're going to officially stop doing that. Where's the other one? Where's the other one? Where is he? Hi, Mom! Exclamation point. You should go... comma... get something nice to eat, like a takeout restaurant, comma, and enjoy a movie that's out that you haven't seen yet, period. See, the thing is, if I could be so blunt, there's... maybe this is just me. Please feel free to disagree with me on this. But there's a difference between something that I watch, or play, excuse me, something I play, And because she lives about 1,400 miles away from me, Batman, there's a difference between something I play that it's like, ugh, like XCOM, which I enjoy thoroughly, and then, oh, come on, that's it. In other words, I still enjoy, how do I put this? From my perspective internally, there's a difference between something that challenges me or frustrates me or irritates me and something that I want to stop playing. You know what I mean? Do you understand what I mean by that? A good example of this, to use it in a different light, is there's a difference between a character or a villain, for example, that I hate. It's like, oh, I just want to strangle you. And a character that I just want off my screen. There's a difference between those things. And in the former, it's engaging me. It's pulling me into it. It's something that is overall a positive experience, even though I'm using words like frustration involved. In the latter, it's something I just want to be over with. And this game, for several missions now, has been in the latter category. It has been, I don't want to play this anymore. You know, it's not like, oh, I can't wait to do this, or, oh, I'm going to enjoy this. It's, can I just stop playing this game? And it's probably been noticeable that I've been basically a lot less tolerant of things and doing less side quests and whatnot, because I'm not enjoying myself. I want to stop playing this game. And I hate that, because I loved Dishonored 2, and I loved Dishonored 1, and are you kidding me with this crap? So, anyways, that's where I'm coming from. That's the mentality and perspective I have. And I think, if nothing else, I might give this game a negative. Because I'm just not enjoying it. I just want it to be over with.
While the sheep slumber, we shake.
So you're back for your lesson? Come on! Don't be shy.
Let's see what you can do, you shadow.
God damn it. And yeah, that's true. The level design, like, okay, that conservatory level, that was fun. I even did that, you know, handicapping myself, and it was still fun. So it's not like they can't do a decent level. They did it. That's horrifying looking. But this stuff has just been... No, I need you to stealth. There you go. Good boy. Girl, whatever. Yeah, I think I agree. I will give this game the negative. For just not being enjoyable. I'm told the Lego movie is okay, comma. Depends on if you liked the previous two, though, period. However, in the interest of total fairness, let's give this game one more plus. I know, you're going to hate me for this, but I'm going to give the game a plus for the conservatory level. That's the one level of this whole thing that I really did enjoy. I felt like it was a legitimately enjoyable level, and I even played it without using my scanner, and I was still able to go through the whole thing and not kill anyone, and just having fun with it, you know? That one level felt like a breath of fresh air compared to the entire rest of this playthrough. No, there was too big of a line, period. No treat for me, period. The Sonic around here is one of the slowest places I've ever been to. It's kind of crazy. Anyways.
Is that the mark of the outsider? This one was obsessed like all the rest. What did he find out?
Okay. So, let's do a math puzzle, shall we? Let's actually hear what he was saying this time.
The topography of the void is dependent upon reality to supply the base material for it to mirror. However, there is one place that has no referent in our world. Though I know the void sees into our hearts, my fellows call it the ritual hold. Some say it is a cradle, others say a tomb.
The outsider himself resides there. To even approach the gate to that place is sacrilege. And even then, the void itself keeps it shut to living eyes. Truly, the ritual hold exists outside of time itself. It would be as futile as it is forbidden to enter. These are thoughts for another time. My research into this ancient alphabet continues. Some remnants of their phonemic qualities are preserved in our oldest writings. The language possesses an unusual amount of diphthongs, reliant on distinction in tone and pitch to convey meaning. These symbols, I know the very nature of the void runs through them, but is it a dead language, or the language of the dead? Perhaps that could be the title of my next monograph.
Yes, Sonic should be fast, Fuke, but it is not, or at least this one is not, the one that's down the street. It's a shame, they have actually pretty decent food, this one. Those are really large books. Okay, I'm gonna guess 962. I am now certain of the meaning of the script adorning the flesh of those who encounter the outsider. It is his name, the name he lost when he merged with the void. And if this name is returned to him, the old ritual performed by the envisioned years ago would be undone. This revelation sent shivers down my spine. What I hold is the catalyst that can do everything our collegiate has accomplished. The ancient language tantalizes me still. The pronunciation was never formed for any earthly tongue. Perhaps these people long ago spoke with the spirits? But speculation is one of many pitfalls which threatens the errant philologist. Excuse me. To pursue this further would necessitate transgressing the deepest commandment of our order. No one has entered the ritual hold since the outsider merged with the void. But to find one of those cursed spirits to read this language, it intrigues and frightens in equal measure. Against all caution, all prudence, all sense of loyalty, I persist. I cannot abandon my research. This place, this reliquary, holds the outsider's true form. It calls to me. If my plans to enter the ritual hold is found out, all is lost. And that's why this room was forbidden.
What? The mark is the outsider's name. And this says only spirits in the void can read it.
Well, okay. That's an interesting clue. Okay, so... now what? I guess this way? We'll try this way. No. No, 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 no. No! I don't think it wants me to go this way. Excuse me, research. Is that better? I didn't wish to maintain the charade, after all. Yeah, literally, Leander.
Where did you disappear to? So you wanted to challenge your
Hang on. See, right now I should probably find another way around, but I just don't feel like it. So I'm just going to try and bomb jump my way through this. Some of you may remember what I mean by bomb jumping. Kudos to those of you who do.
Potentialities?
What? That was the mouse problem again. Nope, not close enough. God damn it. So every time I reload, I lose the mouse, which is really irritating. If you don't know what I mean by that, I'm playing in windowed, obviously, because I'm streaming. So when I reload, the mouse stops being bound to the window and can go everywhere, and I have to do a little thing here like this to get it rebound. And it happens every time I reload.
Potentialities?
So apparently I can't bomb jump this. At least at the moment. Maybe from over here? This might be more doable. There we go. Screw going around. Hey, Takoido, I finally gave in and gave the game a negative. Sigh. I'm actually sincerely debating giving the game another negative for a related but separate issue. Is that Dowd? No, well, that does look a lot like Delilah, doesn't it? Well, let's see what happens.
He's here. I can feel it.
Hey, the whales. Hey, whales. Oh god, I hope that wasn't Corvo. Emily should technically be here too. I shouldn't even say technically. She should be here. Okay.
Now everything is gone.
Dowd.
I had a choice.
I had a choice.
Dowd? Why are you here? What are you?
Look at us. Trapped here. An eternity on a butcher's block. Waiting for the knife to fall. There's nothing left of me but this.
Dowd. I'm here. Look at me.
I know that name. I know you. There was blood. And masks and blades raised. Billy Lurk. I even remember when you hated me. And now you followed me into the void itself. You brought the knife. I can't hurt him. There's nothing I can do. Only you can kill him. How long have I waited here?
Like a few days.
Too long, old man.
There he is. The outsider. All this time dreaming in the void. I wonder if he dreamed about this moment. Go finish it. End his miserable life.
He almost looks like he's in pain. Is this really what you want? Is this really what he deserves?
You know how this ends, Billy.
I hear their fingernails inside the walls. The noise, I hear it. You're all here with me forever. You're all mine.
Can't tell who it is.
I will always hate you for what you did.
Oh. My god.
You ruined me.
These are the people I killed in this playthrough.
Always.
I fed his heart to the hounds. White teeth, pulling it apart. White teeth stained black. The blood is thick. I spread it on my thighs.
Specifically, these are quest mobs I've killed, like for the contracts and whatnot. Did I already talk to you? I think I already talked to you.
Take me back. I want to go back.
Soil underneath my fingernails.
I think this is the taxidermist.
Billy Lurk, you were the knife in my right hand, until you were the knife in my back.
Look at you. This is what the Abbey tried to hide. This is what the eyeless want to know about. I'm at the center of the void itself. And you're not even some kind of horror I need to face down and fight. You're at my mercy. But you've always been at the mercy of bad people, haven't you? You said I had a choice. Well, I'm here to make it.
No, I'm sorry. I have never agreed with the idea of killing him. So let's see what happens.
You don't deserve this. No one deserves this. I won't let the world turn on someone suffering.
Wait, what? That's the kill option?
You betrayed me.
That's the kill option?
Hate and desperation.
But
killing me would solve everything.
But that's not... What?
I found another way. The outsider lived and breathed once. He spent his days on the streets of some forgotten city. These cultists took everything away from him. Even his name. But I know what it is. His name is the Mark. Only the dead can read it. If we give that back to him, he'll be free. He'll live out the rest of his days as a man like any other.
The Mark? No. You're here to kill him. You can't ask me to do this, Billy. Not after everyone he's hurt. Not after everything we've done.
Yeah, no. Buddy, you... Issues. Okay, Dowd? We've talked about this. Issues.
Why is he to blame for what we did? He gave us a way to fight back. He never lied to us about what we might become.
You know what I became. We looked down on Dunwall as if we owned it. As if we could drown it in blood. Wow. He knew we'd turn into monsters like him. He always knew. And his Billy, he can't do anything but harm.
You would know, Dowd.
I saw the cult who hurt him. He died once at their hands. Look at him. This wasn't his choice. He never asked for this power.
Then end it. Put him out of his misery if you pity him. It's a better future than anything that might wait for him out there.
Wow.
But does he have to die? Years ago, I did something terrible to you. I didn't deserve to live. But you let me walk away. You gave me a chance. Let him live, Dowd. Let him have the life he lost. Like you did for me.
When you left Dunwall, I hoped you could live a better life without me. that your future wouldn't be killing for coin until someone came to betray you. Forgiveness is a rare thing in this world, Billy. You're better than I was.
Dowd.
And of course, we don't learn his name.
Farewell, Billy. For the last time.
I can taste blood in my mouth. I can hear Dowd's voice in my ear. You have done something impossible.
We let you live. I can take you out of here.
These eyes were closed for centuries, and I saw everything. Bound here, I walked through the minds of generations. And now...
You're free.
Okay. No.
I can't take back what was done to you all those years ago. No more than I can take back what was done to me. But now you have a chance to be something new. To be something better. It must be strange knowing what you know. Seeing with old eyes all the secrets of the world. We've both seen the worst in people's hearts. But in the end, I gave Dowd peace. And maybe you can find some too. There's so much doubt, but there are some things I know are true. The outsider is no more, and with that, the world will change in ways none of us can know. But the void is still there, echoing just beyond what you can see. And there's no one left to say who will and won't be touched by its magic.
Dishonored MMO, coming 2018. Detections 42. You. Yeah, I didn't loot Jack. So, yeah, I'm actually curious what's going to happen here, because, with the outside, I mean, the void is still there, but I hope you paid attention to something else they talked about. Well, see, I was about to go into that. So, okay, first of all, I hope you noticed that I mentioned earlier, and I brought this up as well, there was talk of the fact that the whales are fading, right? Like, whale oil is getting more and more rare. And then there was another thing separate from that saying how the whales had started swimming deep to avoid the people and were no longer going to be, you know, harvestable, basically. And now we have the outsider removed from the equation. And I think it's not too out of bounds to say that this is the canon ending, because the good ending has always been the canon ending of the Dishonored series. Every single one of them. So, the outsider's gone. The whales are gone. That, to me, means that they're trying to drive more towards a mundane perspective and less of a commonplace magical, you know. Basically, less Shadowrun and more... I don't know a good example off the top of my head. You know, less magical. That's the inclination I get from the way the story was slanted. Now, that being said, the other possibility is that the outsider was, shall we say, controlling the valve of releasing Half-Life 3 and of the void seeping out. If no one's controlling that valve at all, it's entirely possible that things are going to just kind of leach out, and this whole descending back into the void thing is going to get Deus Ex, thank you, is going to get much worse. But again, based on how they presented the story overall, I think this is a pull away from magic, making magic more rare rather than more common. However, I'd say, and I think we're in agreement, everyone in chat right now, I think we're in agreement, this is either going to be magic's being pulled back, or magic's going to be everywhere. Like, it's going to be one or the other. Because, as Absurdity points out, the Void has been around since before the Outsider was. He was shoved into this situation artificially by the original cultists 10,000 years ago. Yeah, that's true. There's also Pandysia, which has been referenced since the first game and has come up several times. So they've still got options with regards to that. I don't know. I've already given my guess based on the way the story is being presented. But yeah, I agree. If I didn't know any better, I'd feel this is the setup for either a multiplayer or an MMO game. And I mean that with total sincerity. The moment you take... Several games have done this. The moment you take something that is unique about the player character and then do something in lore, in story, to make it so lots of people can do that, usually that is done as a lead-up to a multiplayer game. Excuse me. Actually, a great example, this is the game I can't think of the name of right now, which was a prequel to an intended MMO that never got made. Oh, God, I can't think of it. I did a rumination on it. I played through it twice. No, Lurker. Kingdoms of Amalur. Thank you, Cubic. Kingdoms of Amalur is probably like a textbook example of a lead up into an MMO situation or a multiplayer situation. But again, this does feel legitimately like that, and I'm with Bragwin. If they pull out a co-op thing, Borderlands style or Diablo style, you know, a co-op or Divinity Original Sin style co-op in Dishonored, sold. Just done. I will buy that day it comes out, because that sounds awesome to me. Like, seriously, think about how cool it would be to do this kind of stealth ghosting playthrough with another person. Especially if you're on voice chat and like, okay, hang on. I see a guard coming down the street right now. He looks like he's heading... Okay, he's heading to his left. Can you see him? Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get in. He's going to be in his line of sight. I can't... Maybe I can get behind him? And, you know, just trying to do that kind of a thing. Yeah, I need to get that. That just sounds awesome to me, at least in practice, or at least on paper, I should say. Cubic, if you look at my website, you will have the answer to your question. So, yeah, I don't know. I'd have to think about that. Of course, you could also play two-player killing, because that's always been the way this works. So, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see what they do. I think I am going to go ahead and give a final plus. You looked yesterday, but it's been up for days now. What are you talking about, Cubic? Go look again. I updated that like Tuesday. Anyways, so I am going to give another story plus. The whole conclusion there at the end. It wasn't the. I would love to give a story plus to the conversation between Dowd and Billy, but I can't because it just wasn't that well written. But I am giving a story plus to the presentation of the ending, the way they were doing that, the setting-changing events that have happened. You know, that felt satisfying. That was one of the reasons I was willing to be like, all right, let's go. You know. In addition to the fact that this is my job, I legitimately wanted to know what was going to happen. And I've been avoiding spoilers, so this was new for me. So, woo. So a plus to story for that. I think I am unfortunately going to go ahead and give another negative to gameplay for just the level design overall. We've talked about this, you know, especially that last level. I'm debating if any other gameplay pluses exist. Hang on, let me pull up my full list. Where's the... what's the name of this game? Just Death of the Outsider. There it is. Yeah, that conversation was just not well written at all. In fact, the way it was going, I thought we were going to have to force Dowd or use one of the other people. But he was just like, nope, 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 nope. He just wasn't going for it. So hang on. So story design. Where's the story design? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yep, here we go. And ending. Negative, yeah, so there's the level design negative and the lack of fun. I'm just going to call it lack of fun. Wanted to stop playing. That's one of the negatives. And then, we're going to go with inconsistent and narrow level design. I think that's the specific way we'll call that. Because I did have fun every now and again. But... And someone in chat mentioned this, I forget who it was, forgive me, but the fact that the one level I was really having fun on was a recycled level from Dishonored 2 probably does say something, if we're being honest. Like, I didn't get frustrated once in that level. And... I know, right, Bragwin? So the pluses I have here, we've got the progression of side quests. The gameplay was overall fun. The toolkit was good. It was a good toolkit. That could be number 2. It's such a damn shame that Dishonored 2 didn't sell well, because it was an awesome game. I'm sorry. For me, Dishonored 2 blows the rest of the series out of the water. It's The Witcher 3, for me, of the Dishonoreds, because it is just so many heads and shoulders in quality above the rest. Again, my opinion. That just, wow, how could that not sell well? But whatever. Like, good sales have ever translated to good games, right? Help me out, guys. I can't think of anything else that really qualifies as a plus here to this game, gameplay-wise. Like, okay, usually I consider things like graphics and sound design. I'm debating if it gets a plus for sound design. Because there was one level, the redid level, where I could use sound design. Remember, I didn't use the scanner that whole time, and I was still able to maneuver through that one. Oh, that's true. Absurdity. I'll wait on that. I was able to use the level design, the sound design, to be able to tell where was what, and that was good. See, none of the sound design in this game in particular really jumped out at me. The music was good. We'll go and give a plus to the music. Definitely. I'm debating even giving a separate plus to the tension music, because that was actually pretty well done for the most part. I never felt like it was overdone. And each time it happened, there was just this legitimate clench, I would say. So I think I will go ahead and give the tension cues a plus for the music. I don't think I can really give a plus for sound design. It didn't really jump out at me other than just being as it should be. You know, and as ever, I can't give a plus for something that is as it should be. Okay, so do we have New Game Plus? Original Game Plus, what is this? Start a new playthrough with Bully Look using powers from Dishonored 2. Custom difficulty. Save model. Oh, this is getting a plus. I can tell you already. Okay, so let's see what our options are here. Generic difficulty. When you can save anywhere. You'll have only one slot available saving. Or Iron Man mode. Cannot save manually. Save automatically at predetermined moments. When you die, your save giver. So there's actually an Iron mode built in. Quick access so allows you to slow time using the access wheel. Or doesn't slow time. Enemy perception, less, better. Less, normal, better. Enemy overhearing perception, less, normal, better. Leaning visibility, completely invisible while leaning. Slightly visible, completely visible. Constraining leaning. Footstep noise. Search persistency. Energy replenishment. Health regeneration. Energy cooldown. Reinforcements. Enemy damage. Group attack. This is a big plus. This is a huge plus right here. So, New Game Plus gets a plus, and custom difficulty gets a big, big plus. That is awesome. Every game should have this level. Well, not every game, but, within reason, every game should have this level of customization. It's worth noting that they apparently patched this back in Dishonored 2, by the way, all these custom difficulties. So Dishonored 2 should actually have an additional plus that it doesn't have, because I reviewed it at launch. Stealth visibility. chase tenacity, potion strength. This is great. This is awesome. This should be in the vast majority of games, IMO. That's fantastic. Especially because this enables you to be like, well, okay, I want to have an easier time stealthing, so you could like turn down perception, turn down overhead perception, you know, all that stuff. You could turn down their detection, but then turn up their combat, so you have an easier time stealthing, but if you're caught, it's harder than normal. You know, you could do stuff like that with this kind of a system. I like that. You can even you can do the opposite. You can make it really easy to get caught and make it so that, you know, for example, you have more ammunition and you have more strength and increase enemy, where was it? Reinforcements was one of these things somewhere. And so it was somewhere. There it is, reinforcements right there. So that you could have more of just the combat if that's what you wanted out of a playthrough. Being able to tailor that to the player, I've said it before and I'll say it again, player agency is my bag. More options, put more of it on the player, and let the player decide how they want to play it. That's fantastic. I'm sorry for gushing, but that's fantastic. That's like the first legitimately, absolutely overwhelmingly positive thing I've seen in this particular game. So, I don't think I've got anything else to add. So, let's go over our totals. So, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pluses. Hellblade. I have heard of Hellblade. I'm probably not going to play it. 1, 2, 3 negatives. And then no story negatives, so just story pluses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 story pluses. So our net result is going to be a +5 to story and a +3 to gameplay, and that's the end value there. Wow. Interesting. Very interesting. That is not what I would expect. And if you want my summarized synopsis right now, I would say that this is like a cheaper Dishonored game. And I mean that in pretty much every sense of the word. It was still reasonably enjoyable, and these custom options would add a lot to my enjoyment of a replay, for example. So I'm at least considering a replay now with those options. But I would say this has a lot of the same bones of Dishonored 2, but none of the meat of it. So, yeah. Anyways, that's all I got. I'm going to do a quick break here for lunch, and then I'm going to stream some XCOM. Does anybody want that? Anybody? Make sure you go voot. I'll see you guys in a bit. I actually have to go out and get something, so it's probably going to be like half an hour. So, see you in a bit, guys.